Hi everyone, how y'all doing today? It's been a couple of days, but I had some Wi-Fi issues. And then we had our whole Facebook shutdown scare. Everybody just went nuts for a while. But I wanted to come on today because it's been too long since I've come on, and I know that my Rez Apache and my Sheila Harris and all them miss me. They did share a post. I did share a clip of that. I also shared some of the letter. I shared the whole letter, page by page, from that cancerous woman hired by general counsel and paid by our leaders. You know, we went over the codes regarding that and how they're violating those, but she was still there. So I shared her letter again, the letter violating my rights, the letter maliciously committing acts against me, wanting to commit acts against me, encouraging our tribal leaders that sit in that office right now, Gabe, Eddie, Danny, Ardina, Marilee, Fernando, Dorlin, Anthony, gosh, I feel like I know I'm forgetting people, but it encouraged them. Dawn, man, I'm really trying to remember here, everybody, but to commit such a disgusting and vicious act against me illegally with their illegal judge. I just had to reshare that letter. The letter from the day they decided that somehow they're going to put me away. And they did. Rez Apache likes to point all these things out. And I don't know if you all can see his page or her page because it's blocked. And there's only a few followers. I tried to share some of the people that continuously like their stuff. There's only about 5 to 6 of them. There's not many. It's all of that embarrassment leading us. It's all his family. I keep sharing it with you, the thumbs up, and they're encouraging words to this person, and it's good. It's good that Rez Apache took time out of their busy schedule this week, because they're very busy this week, very busy. As I shared with you, where is that embarrassment? He's partying it up in Vegas with our money, I'm sure. Has he addressed any of the things he's discussed? No. Has he helped his people? Has he put shelter over their heads? Has he helped them with utilities? Has he given us our jail so that we don't have to send our people anywhere? No, he's just gone. He just went to party. I mean, everyone needs their break. Everyone needs a break and another break and another break and another break. And lying and misleading and corruption takes a lot out of you, as you all can see, because this embarrassment goes everywhere. Well, he does nothing for us. There were some things that people were messaging. Man, I had a crazy... I appreciate you all messaging me, but sometimes trying to read, and then when you go and talk like a gangster or whatever, I don't know if you're doing that too. I don't know, but that was the craziest message ever. So the in daycare came up again. It really bugs me because, you know, we have all these tribal leaders that should be looking into this. We pay top dollar to this uneducated and unqualified COO. You would think the least he could do is go check on a daycare. These are children. Our children. So this person has messaged some pretty serious things. I did not share the message. If you all want me to, let me know. I will share this message. But it's really hard to read. They're trying, I don't know if they're trying or they do speak that way, but they need a lot of grammar. But some of the things that were said during this whole text, and one of them really stuck out to me. I'm going to name a lot of people. I didn't even know half these people work there, or I don't even know who some of these people are. But Frida Moreno, I believe, is in charge because she keeps being brought up. Crystal, Rebecca, Sharon, were all brought up. Rachel, Edith, Alyssa, and Emery were also brought up, but which I just like, I don't know any of these people. But these are our children. And obviously these people are watching our children, and this is like too many people complaining about one department, and it's a very important department because they take care of our children. I feel like everybody is kind of just letting go of our elders and our children and just kind of just whatever with them, you know. They just get what they get. That's it. That's it. They get what they get. And I don't understand how that is okay when it comes to our elders and our children. I don't understand how that's okay. So this lady says, in the daycare, bullying kids. Are we really bullying kids? I mean, a lot of this is hard for me to believe because I personally know Frida, Crystal, I don't know Rebecca too well, Sharon. I cannot see any of this stuff coming from any of these people. And these other ones that I'm going to mention, I'm not sure who these people are. But regardless of who they are, this is daycare. This is your children. So somebody needs to look into this, because this is crazy. So much is going on at that inn. We're going to go back to the inn. We're not going to end with this. Okay. We got in daycare, bullying kids, rats in the traps. They're just leaving the mice there for whoever to come get them, I guess. I don't know how long. I'm not sure. These are all allegations that need to be looked into. Our leaders ignore everything that we ask. But this, y'all, this is our children. This is our children. Snakes. Do we have snakes in our building? I mean, just as Apache people, just that alone, just being Apache people and allowing snakes to be in our buildings around our children, that alone. I mean, we can't even talk about the danger of the snake. That's a whole nother issue. But the cultural aspect of it is another issue. You got so many things here that really are important here. And I know some of you aren't very cultural and you're Pentecostal, whatever. Regardless, these are our children and they need to be checked on. These are serious, serious things. These aren't from one person. This is just insane. Old food. Are we serving old food? That one I found really hard because, again, I know these women. I just can't imagine them giving old food. But then you know the inn. You know the inn. And trying to save $1 while we cater to all these other directors' needs. But we got to save $1 when it comes to our children. Is there mold on the wall? Do we have mold in our daycare? Why would we have mold in our daycare? Why would we allow our children to stay in a daycare with mold? If the children are sent home from school because they tested positive for COVID, or a classmate tested positive for COVID and they needed to go home and quarantine or whatever for the 10, 14 days, whatever the school requires, why would daycare keep them? Why would we allow them to quarantine in daycare while mama or daddy works? Grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, whoever it is. I would just like to know why we're allowing children to quarantine in a daycare. I don't know who Paula is. It says Paula Jerkin Kid. Now you got to remember, you guys, this language on here was really crazy, but it says something like Paula jerking the kids. Rachel hates Frida. That's all she does is complain all day. Edith times the children for everything. I don't know what any of this means, but Alyssa's on her phone all day, and Emery apparently is high as a kite. Who are all these people? What is all of this? What? I don't understand what all this, Tanya. They are not allowing children to quarantine in daycare. Thank you. Thank you so much. If we could get a director, leader, somebody to go down there and check on all these things. This person put a lot of stuff, and a lot of it sounds like they don't get along with the staff. And if that's it, then fine. That still should be addressed too. But this person puts in their message, you do not love your kids if you take them to the daycare. That's kind of like really harsh. It's got to be hard to feel that way, but you still have to work and provide for your family, so you have to entrust your child with these people. And then to hear these stuff and to hear you don't love your child if you leave them there, but you're going to work for love, to take care of them, to care for them. So we need some help here as parents. My two kids go to the daycare. If I didn't trust them with my kids, I wouldn't go there. If we would get more parents. We have Tanya who says she trusts them. And that's good, because I honestly cannot see Frida and Chris and Rebecca and Sharon feeding old food or leaving snakes and rats or whatever. I just can't, knowing those four. I don't know these other ones that were mentioned, but just knowing those, it's really hard to hear all these people complaining about them. So something needs to be looked into, whether it's right or wrong, whether this is an angry employee or several of them, or an angry parent. It needs to be looked into. It really does. Because this is the second time that snakes and mice are brought up to me. There's several complaints on management there, but we need directors to go in and see what's going on. And kids' temperatures are taken at the door, and the kids have to wear masks. There you all go. You got a parent who says everything that is going on there. But you got another parent or staff member saying different. So we need someone to go and look at these daycares. Just plain and simple. It's not hard. It's in your job titles. It's in your job titles. This isn't something that should be taken lightly. Obviously, people do not feel the same as the others. So there was some construction going on at the inn this weekend. They patched up a whole big hole in our garage. Why did we have a big hole? Who put a big hole there? Mr. La Paz, Alfred, could you maybe tell us who put a hole there? I heard that one of Alfred's grandchildren was so intoxicated he slammed into a cement wall, putting a hole in it. And when I went to check, it was already being repaired yesterday. So my question is, who paid for it? Did this individual have any DUI charges or any kind of reprimand from IMG? Because I have a list of people who aren't even allowed to work at the inn for the most ridiculous reasons. Tribal people ever get a gaming license there. But then we have these young individuals driving around drunk, smashing into cement walls. Wouldn't you want to save your child? I know that if that were any of us that slammed into that wall intoxicated, not only would we be in jail, we would have to pay for it, and we would be banned from that inn. Because banned is big on our res. That's a huge thing for everybody. All these people that don't know how to deal with things, that's their resolve. allowing these things to keep going on, these leaders to keep breaking these laws and bending them for who they want isn't right. It's good that Alfred isn't running or didn't make it. It's good. It's good because it shows he needs to focus on his family. Maybe he should focus on some alcohol treatment because you got some alcoholics to deal with. I mean, if they're getting this angry and flying off the handle when people address you, and if they're going out and banging into, just putting big old holes in the side of cement walls, how would you not want to focus on that? How would you not want to focus on that? Man, you could have died, child. How would you let a child drive? And I know this person was over the age of 21. My son is over the age of 21. I don't care. That is still my child. That is still my baby. Go ask him. I don't support any of his behaviors in any way, shape, or form. Go ask. I don't approve of any alcohol. But you all allowed this boy to slam into a wall and put a hole in it without any kind of repercussions, anything. Did he go to jail? Did he get a DUI? Did he have to pay for that? Is he banned from the inn? Because I have one man who, his wife and him had a hotel room, both tribal members. His wife's family trashed the room. They removed her, but now he can never again rent a room, work there, or anything, even though it was all paid for and fixed. Just like the same incident with our golf cart guy, our Sam Chino. Fixed everything, did everything right, and he still is never allowed to work at our inn. But we have Frizzell sitting there. We have Doug Byers still walking around our res after he hunted on our golf course. How is that okay? To deny our own tribal people, but to allow all these non-tribals to do whatever. And then to punish your tribal people, but not your family. Not your family. No. They don't need to go to jail. Fix that wall, hurry up, and let's cover it. Man, y'all need to get out of politics and focus on your home life. Let's see. We got Anthony and Eddie running for president. Remember, y'all, go talk to them. There's been some serious allegations that have come up regarding both of them. Well, Anthony, not so much. His is just his words that he said. Anthony's is his previous statements. When he was running for council, Anthony had made statements asking and requesting and saying this and that. But it's, I don't know. So ask him where all of those words went. That's not fair. Miss Tasha, can you elaborate a little bit so I can address that? I just need to know what's not fair. And Eddie. Oh, maybe you're talking about the hole in the wall. Okay. Eddie has allegations of a light bulb fixture for how much? Y'all have a light bulb go out at that school? Call me. I got a ladder. I'll load it up and I'll go change it myself. I'm sure it's not that hard. You would not believe the things you learn on YouTube. We literally rewired our whole home. And we didn't pay anybody no $20,000. That's just not fair. So go ask Mr. Martinez about these allegations as well. All of these people running for another seat in our leadership should have no problem answering your questions. And remember, you all, you are asking them. You're not asking their family. You're asking them. They should be able to, well, this and this and this, because they're running for the highest. This should be nothing to them. This should be nothing to them. Answering your common questions should be nothing, but it is. It is. They do not like it. So now is your time. They want your votes to lead us and to make decisions to represent us. Then ask them so you can hear how they're going to represent us and what they're going to do for us. Marilee and Gina Villa are running for vice. Go talk to them. Marilee Ellert Sines had some pretty serious allegations about children, our children, and her systems of care, employment, all kinds of stuff. Go ask her. She's running for vice president. It should be no problem for her to say anything. These are all very well-spoken, educated people who should have no problem answering you. I know. I agree, Miss Tasha. I don't think that's fair. That you can go and fix all your mistakes and still be punished so harshly, but if you're related to the right people, it's just not fair. Our people need to see that. To see that these leaders that are just making homes of their seats are just too comfortable with breaking and bending our laws for their own benefits, for their families' benefits, for their friends' benefits. I have listed numerous allegations. These are not little allegations. These are huge. And nothing has been done to address these allegations. And then I think it's so insane that Doralyn and Fernando and Sandra and Garalee are going to ask for our vote. But can they speak with us even now? How many of you went to talk with them, and how many of them answered you? Or just the friends and family? Just the friends and family. Robert and Jacob, Idella and Owen, I believe those are the newer ones running. Go talk to them. They have not been in office. Go hear what they have to say. Jacob, I seen a letter Jacob had put out. He talks about our entities and all these things he wants to do. Read his words. He's got some good words there. I have not seen a letter from Doralyn. Any of them actually. Anything. I mean, it's what, October 6th today? We really have less than a month to hear what these people want to do for our tribe, for our people, how they want to address some of these big issues. We really need to hear from these people. You can't just go up on election day and hear their spiel that they have ready and rehearsed for one day. Go actually talk with them and see what their true intentions are. Ask these people about our youth. Ask these people about our elders. Ask these people about our jails, our social services. These are all really big things because we're not supposed to send our babies nowhere. Our people aren't supposed to go far from their homelands. And I feel like our leadership has forgotten that, and it means nothing to them. When it should mean everything. Your elders should mean everything. Your youth should mean everything. They are next. They are next. I understand how that embarrassment doesn't see it. He said it himself. Our youth do not get involved in politics. We should be teaching our history, our politics in our school. Nowhere. We're still learning those white man's lies in those books. Nowhere does it talk about us, our people, our tribe, our history, our laws, our Constitution. This should be taught in our schools, just like our language. You have some sitting council members that have a lot of questions they have not answered. We have Mr. Bruinger. We've asked about millions of dollars under his reign. Mr. Bruinger, you are the man who said that we have the capability to communicate and involve our people. All of it. I shared your podcast with Menso. What happened to that? I mean, if I have the ability to use my little phone, this little thing, and then I bought this little $7 phone holder, and even before that, I just stuck it on top of a pile of books. I use this little contraption to reach how many people? How many people have I reached? Updating, informing, asking, wanting to know. I don't have any type of money, but our leadership sure has a lot of money. They go all over. They do these crazy updates that we can get ourselves from CDC. Mr. Aguilar did his beautiful ceremony honoring himself video. My husband has found his little app on his phone and goes crazy with those videos. The technology is there. The technology is there. Why are we not talking to our people? Why are you candidates not using this platform to inform your people? You all don't have a general meeting. You don't have a debate. How are you informing your people? There's so much. There's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Snap, there's TikTok, there's YouTube. There's so much. I don't use all that. I have like 3 of those. My TikTok is for pure, just to laugh. Everybody needs to do that. Go find something to laugh at. Have that there. But you all need to see and remember the day we're living in now, the things going on around us, and what's being done for us. Nothing. If you council members feel that you are doing and providing for us, show us, tell us. We have been waiting for years to hear from you all, literally years to hear from you all. I mean, when Gabe started his little CDC updates, like, wow, he's going to finally start doing something with his, updating and talking to his people. No, he just read his little scripts that she wrote for him and read what was off the CDC and did his fake prayer and whatever. He did not in any way update us. None of them have. Eddie and Anthony. I don't know why Anthony all of a sudden decided to take down his Facebook. This is the wrong time, Mr. Mendez. The wrong time. Y'all shouldn't be quiet. This is the time you all need to be speaking, informing your people, telling them what your plans are, what your intentions are. Not your family telling us. Not your family. You all. Anthony, Eddie, Marilee, Gina, Dorlin, Fernando, Robert, Jacob, Gary, Idella, Owen, and Sandra. My little phone is proof that you can inform all of us, update us all, talk with us. People try to join my conversation, my live all the time, and I don't allow it. Imagine that. just going on and speaking, and nobody can join you. They can't. You don't even have to hear them. You could just talk to your people. Look at this, you all. Look at these people that talk to you willingly, that want to communicate with you. Because these old ones don't. Dorlin, no. Fernando, no. Sandra and Gary, have they ever in the past in their meetings? Updates, communication. You want our votes, then you need to talk with your people. Plain and simple. Because I spoke up and talked, my rights were violated in every single way. Every single way. I share them all the time. I share everything they have done to me, and I am not done. I am not done by any means at all. I have made it very clear that I have no confidence in Eddie, Anthony, Miss Signs, Dorlin, Fernando, and any other sitting council right now. I have no faith in them. To me, I feel that they need to go back, take a step back, away from the money, and remember their heart. Remember their people, not themselves. Everybody got caught up with Mr. Embarrassment there, leading our tribe, letting him and his two cousins tell you all what to do. Do you realize how many titles General Counsel has? Do you realize how many titles our emergency manager has? What happened to you was wrong and should have never happened. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Miss Tashe. But look at this, you all. I share all the time what that cancerous woman was allowed to do to me. And to this day, I have to deal with what she did to me. My children, my husband. So I can say, I don't care for any of these current people running. Which is why I really feel that they need to go and express why we need to give them our votes again when they failed us so much. So much. I didn't even understand how half of them ran. So it is important. Because, like Rez Apache, or I think it was Nacho, was saying, oh, go back and use your little phone. You just have your... That's right. Man, just this little phone. This little tiny iPhone. I don't know. $200-$300 iPhone. $200-$300. Oh, $207, $307. I don't know, with this little stand. And I have been able to update how many people, reach how many people, talk to how many people, ask how many people. So many people have answered and replied, except the right ones. Not one council member has tried to address any of this. I'm not the only person complaining or asking for general meetings. I'm not the only person asking for a debate. But our leaders sitting in that office currently hide too much. So much that we haven't had any communication from them regarding our entities or our departments or our funds, anything. In how many years? How many years? When was our last general meeting? Nothing, you all. So remember that. When you're voting for these people currently sitting in office or who have sat in office, when's the last time they updated you? When's the last time they spoke with you? Not their family. Not their family. These people. Because Alfred ran. You go to address him, he says, okay, but nope, there comes his family. Dorlin ran. Somehow she got votes. We'll see how it goes this next one. And then if she doesn't get enough votes, we'll still see how it goes, because somehow she just slivered her way right in there. So ask them, because Fernando and Dorlin, Eddie, Anthony, and Marilee, I don't know about Miss Gina, but they're currently on council. These people sat there and violated the tribal members' rights. These people sit there now and do not speak to their people. They do not answer them at all. Y'all need to remember, I'm not on here to be your friend, to be, oh, she likes me, oh, he likes me, oh, no. I'm here because we as a people need to do just that, be a people. It can't be just the leaders and, oh, they're doing so good. It should be all of us. Friend, enemy, whatever, family, it doesn't matter. It should not matter. Sitting in those leadership positions should not matter. It should not allow you to go and break the law for yourself or your family or friends. It just shouldn't. Thank you, Miss Wilson. It should be everybody. Our laws didn't say these codes and this constitution apply to the ones under the leadership and not their family. It doesn't say that. It doesn't. It has Mescalero, Apache tribe, all of us as a whole, every single one of us enrolled. Every single one of us. To be treated equal. To have our laws apply to us equally. Not bending for you this day, but not this person that day. Equally. It's just crazy that we're going to allow this. We're going to allow council members to sit on the council with DUIs and then allow them to run again. That we're going to allow a COO who is asking for expungement and denied to keep that position with no training. Sorry, he did have training. He listed in his resume. I guess maybe we could read his resume again, or his demands to our tribe. That alone was just insane to me, that he was able to sit there and say, or you all can pay me this and let me do this, and I won't talk to anybody else about you. Why is he trying to blackmail us? Why is he still employed by us? And why aren't my fellow tribal members who did the right thing not able to work at our entity? But we have all these non-tribals doing wrong, and we're keeping them around. We have all these high-paid directors whining and dining, fighting, driving drunk, beating up clients, but we keep them around. That's crazy. So go and talk with Anthony and Eddie, Gina, Marilee, all of the 8 council members running, and tell them, how do we know what you're running for? How do we know what they want, what they're going to do for us? If they're not going to do a debate, a general meeting, how are we going to know? And I'm positive that every one of them owns one of these little contraptions. They make too much money not to. They probably have the best of the best. But they can't inform us. Y'all call me. I'll let you know how easy it is to do this. So y'all remember, when you post things to my post, to my comments, to my whatever, I'm going to screenshot that instantly because I know how you all work. And I will share whatever. You all think of something back then you want me to share it, tell me. Because I have it all. People love to comment and erase, comment and erase. And these are important comments. Very important comments. So they're kept and shared. It's called social media. You all remember, anything that I am asked or sent a message to, I'm going to ask, because these leaders cannot keep just letting it go and letting it go. I've literally listed a whole list of directors that have no business being directors. We have one director right now out on bail, but he's still collecting his check for another DUI. And that's not even it. I mean, his record before that shouldn't even have been considered. He should not have been considered for that job with his record. I don't understand how any of these directors are there. It's who you know. And we have to stop that. We have to remember that our laws apply to all of us. All of us. Right or wrong, you still need to face your consequences. Just because grandpa, dad, mom, whoever is on council is way up there, whatever, it shouldn't make a difference. I know that I'll have more by this evening. One thing though that really stuck with me with the in daycare is you do not love your kids if you take them there. That to me, that's just really that is saying a lot to a parent, because you do love your kids and you're taking them to a child care facility because you're trying to care for them. So these allegations should not go unchecked. If Frida is having issues getting rid of mice, you better get maintenance down there to do their job. If we're serving them old food, you better get maintenance down there again to fix that fridge. How are we serving old food? Why is this? Why? We got mold on these walls again. Why aren't they repairing that? That's not Frida's job to repair that mold. So get them some help. People are complaining about these directors, about these people placed there to run our departments. Get them some help. Go pay attention to our child care facilities. Go check on them. Because that just like bugged me. You do not love your kids if you take them there. Oh yes, I do. I'm trying to work. And I'm paying a lot of money for people to care and watch my child safely. And then to hear these allegations, my children don't go to that daycare, but if that were me, I would be really concerned for someone to say, I don't love my kids if I take them there. What's going on there? Frizzell, today before or after your little lunch break, go down there. Go see. You get paid way too much money to just sit there and eat. Go check on your departments. See what departments are lacking. See which departments need help. Security. Man, you all, I hear some crazy things going on at that inn because we do not have security to help us. But we have our directors of security all over. Mr. Lucas Carrillo, you make a good chunk of change. Do you stay and help shifts when they're shorthanded? Francis Cochise, do you all stay and help when shifts are shorthanded? Because the way I hear, every shift is. Why hasn't that been addressed? Our casino is a huge entity and it needs to be secured. We're losing enough money to these corrupt leaders of ours. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Show us where our money is going. Because to me, in my mind, and with everything you all have shown, it's going straight to your pockets. To hide and fight against your own tribal member just asking you to speak says a lot to me. So make sure you all go ask these people. Wake Fernando up and tell him, what happened in our last meeting? Did you all talk about informing us? Go ask Dorlin. Are you done shopping? Can you sit down and tell us what's going on? Or are you just sitting there at accounting asking for your next check? How does she get to go shopping at the inn, buying all those Pendletons? And have y'all seen the prices of those purses? Who paid for those? That's $1,000 bill right there. Easy, easy. I don't know how many of you get to go into that stronghold and just take whatever and say, Frizzell said. Where did those Pendletons go? Was it for the beautiful ceremony we just had for that embarrassment? Man, he went all out, leaving his people with nothing. He sure praised himself. Come on, y'all. You got to wake up. You got to start asking these questions. You got to start asking these leaders. You got to start demanding that they communicate with you, that they update us, that they make us a priority. Make us a priority as much as they are. The inn is short-handed because these directors and managers get to pick and choose who they want back from furlough. That is so true. That is so true because, man, I have talked with so many people who have applied and applied and applied and who were furloughed from there and still don't get an interview, nothing. They were furloughed from their positions. They weren't called back to those positions, and they're not even interviewed for another position. They keep telling us, you need to go to work, you need to go to work. There's jobs at the inn, there's jobs here and here. For who? Who are these jobs for? If you're not hiring all these people that you furloughed, or these qualified people that are applying with you, who are these jobs for? Over 80 plus job openings, and you're sitting in Las Vegas. You all please ask these people that are running, that are asking for your votes. Go talk to these new ones and hear their words. Hear their words. Their words. Ask what they're going to do for our elders, our youth, our jails, our social services, our entities, these directors running around doing what they want, embarrassing us. We're just wasting money to embarrass us on these uneducated, unqualified directors. I don't understand. We deny so many of our people. We deny so many of our people. And the same people, you can look at it. You can look at it. It's right there in the open. Continue to grow and grow and grow when you all know they should not. Miss Signs has allegations of child abuse or neglect, stated by one of the candidates' family members. Again, I'm just not understanding these family members and why they feel that It is their job to answer. Yes, we love our family. We support our family. But allow them to answer. They are running, not you. This should not be an issue for these candidates. If you ask them a question, it should not be an issue. It should be them to stand up and answer you. It is said that this administration is moving really fast to spend as much COVID relief money as they can before I don't know why I'm not able to open up these messages, but we have a lot of COVID money that is unaccounted for. We have so much. Hello, Margaret. How are you today? We have so much money that we have a right to know. There's no reason that we should not know. Just none. If there's nothing to hide, then why not talk to your people? When your people ask you questions, it's just that, a question. And yes, some of them are like, Eddie, who said that? Answer it. Address it. That's all it is. I don't understand how our leaders went from talking with people to it's wrong. I'm good, and you? I'm great. How are you, Miss Margaret? I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you tuned in. I just don't understand where that all went. Why all of a sudden it's wrong to ask questions. Why they cannot answer these questions. They're not little questions. A lot of these questions pertain to our finances that we have a right to know. A lot of these questions pertain to our civil rights, pertain to our everyday lives, our jobs, our programs. It is our right. You all did not get on that council by yourself. We voted you there because we truly had faith in you. We had faith in you. You cannot ask your people for a vote one day and then turn your back on them the next. You all need to remember that. You all need to remember that this tiny little device I have here that I use, yes, Nacho Libre, I use it all the time and I'm going to continue to. It is the most helpful thing created for us right now. Use this. Use this as your platform. Go on a live and talk to your people. People want to join me. I don't let them. You don't have to let them. You can go and do your own live and say, you know what? This is what I want to do for my people. I hope that you come out and give me your vote. Support me because this is this and this and this. Something. All of you children that are answering for these candidates, or all of you family member, all of you that are answering, help them. Help them address their people. Mr. Simmons, Robin, you all went berserk when someone approached your mama. Then help them. Do this. That embarrassment sitting in that chamber, they could set this up for you all to come and talk. Give your little spiel to all of us on what your intentions are to lead our tribe. How you're going to change all the things done wrong, being done wrong, and how we're going to fix it for everybody, not just ourselves, for everybody. Because that's how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. I wasn't raised to just sit here and, oh, those people are hurting, don't look at them, and then you won't even have to worry about them. Don't look that way. You don't need to see those people struggling. You're doing good. Don't look over there. No. I was raised to go and help your people. My Indian mother, my aunt, this lady has done a lot for me, has taught me so much. And this isn't it. Don't turn a blind eye. If you see something wrong, then you need to bring it to attention and you need to help fix it. Help them. People think I'm belittling, I'm bashing. Maybe I am. But I give back what I get. And sometimes I get really tired of these certain people just going and going and going. And yes, sometimes I get frustrated, and I need to remember my people that raised me, because they would tell me, don't be ugly like them. I'm really trying to get back to that. But I do have a lot of anger inside me, because I feel that the people I entrusted with my vote to lead me violated my rights in such a disgusting and violent manner. So I'm pushing even harder for them to explain what their plans are for us now. For me, I really have a hard time hearing their words, because, and I shouldn't say all of them, because I don't know who sat in that council room while that cancerous woman told them to harm me. And they agreed. They agreed to harm me illegally. Illegally. And I have shown all my proof. So it's really hard for me to encourage you all to vote for any of these current sitting council or even the council before, because they haven't communicated with us either. So it's hard. It is hard to give these people my vote. But regardless, voting is important, and we all need to do it. We all, our numbers were so low. We need to speak to our children. Help our elders. Let's go get our elders and take them to vote. Anyone that needs a ride. I mean, something. We really need people to vote. Owen, to get out there, talk with your people. Let them hear these new words. Let them hear your plans for us, your heart. Where is your heart for your people? That's what we need to know. Where their heart is for their people. And some of these people are good people. They're just comfortable and maybe don't want to move or leave. We need people that are going to take action, that are going to understand our laws, that are going to be able to implement them into our daily lives, not twist them for themselves or their own benefit. That's not how it works. I have quite a few messages, so I'm pretty sure I'll be back tonight, because, yeah. If any of you want or can, share my feed. Go tell that embarrassment to do something to inform his people with these candidates. Let these candidates speak. Let us hear their words. The technology exists. I am proof. I am proof it exists. If I can do it, you all can do it. You all can do it. Y'all have a great day. Be Mescalero Apache strong and proud. Do not be afraid to go ask these candidates questions. Speak with them. With them. With them, not their kids. Them. It's them that needs our vote, not their families. Them. There's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong. Now, if you go up aggressively and all, I heard, no, I can see how they would meet you with aggression or just not talk with you. But if you're going and just asking them questions, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't be silent, you all. Speak up. Check out Rez Apache and Nacho Libre and Sheila Harris and all of them, because they really touch on some really important subjects. I try to share as much as I can, but look at their pages. They share a lot. They know a lot, and of course they do. This is the only way they will update us, and I'm not sure why. So for now, I take it, and I'll share it with you all, because this is the only communication we get from them. Y'all have a great day. Stay blessed. Pray for those that are in need. And love yourself. Do something you enjoy today. Sit back and go get your nails done, or I don't know, watch your favorite show. Just something you enjoy. But remember, election is right around the corner, and we really don't know what their intentions are for yourselves, for our people, for any of it. And we need to. You all have a great day. You as well, Miss Wilson. Stay mescalero, Apache strong and proud.